Hello fashion friends and family, this is Stacy here from Sew Bromo, Mason Elsa Fitzgerald, and the newly formed Fashion Heritage Needle Trades Foundation. And we are at Madison House and I have my cute little box where I have some lace that I have cut and will be pinning to the dress form. As some of you already know, we have our board of directors who've come together from around the world. Letters are going out, so I'm going to show you. I spent like a good 3 hours this morning using my Quillen ink and wax seal, melting the wax, figuring out how to get the temperature right, and sealing it. But in the future, we will have a stamp for the Fashion Heritage Needle Trades Foundation. And I'm gonna pop those into the post and then I will do some pinning. Okay, here we have our lovely letters that are going out. Guess what? We're at the atelier. Can you hear all the industry sounds? Nicole is cutting. Elena is sewing. Nicole, what are you working on?
I am cutting out the waistband for a pair of shorts. So I made this cool pant that's got some like cutouts in it, but it's going to be really hot where we're going, so I wanted to make a shorts version. So this is just the prototype. It's going to test the fit and the finish, make sure like the inseam is right and everything looks good. And then after it's done, then I'm going to make it in some fun colors, like maybe this orange will be nice.
Oh, and you have a sample of the pant, right?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if we can take a look at that.
So this is the first prototype of the pant. So just nice wide leg, but it has the silk organza cutout on the side, and you can kind of see some of the details of the seam line. So for this next version, I eliminated the darts and I created a yoke that will kind of come in here and then meet with these seam lines, and we put little pockets. So there'll be internal pockets, but an external flap on the outside. So it's going to be a shorts version, which is out of the sateen. It's a little bit nicer than your typical casual short, so I feel comfortable wearing it out to dinner or something like that, because I guess it's going to be hot over in Southeast Asia.
And then behind you, you were telling me about this new top.
Yeah, so this, I just saw this fabric on Mood and I loved it. It's an x-ray of a human torso. You can kind of see the pattern a little better on the back here. Really nice silk chiffon. So I just made a little sort of cover up to kind of throw on over a bathing suit, or just to throw on maybe a little pair of shorts or something to go out to dinner. Lined the sides with silk, and then we have this little tie so you can adjust it however you want, or you can wear it completely open. So yeah.
Nice. Sassy, the atelier cat, grooming herself and helping out by being cute. It's fun.
So it'll kind of go over the butt this way, like this is the center back. So it kind of, that line is still going to kind of mimic the back yoke and the stylings I have in there.
These are the hardware for the tote bags we were looking at the other day. Oh, the beach bag. Beach tote bag.
Yeah. Yeah, so these aren't quite as rose gold as I was hoping. They're supposed to kind of match this, but I think it'll be okay. Really pretty with our white tape. Then we have a couple of different colors of strapping for the handles. This is pretty heavy duty, so it's gonna last a long time.
Yeah, that color's fun too. I like both colors actually. They're both nice.
They're nice, yeah. And then this is a different brand that I got that I just wanted to kind of do some comparison shopping. This is a little bit softer. I think we'll try a bag with each type and then see what works best. So, yeah.
And Basil. He's the big client here. Warren has been voted from the Baltimore Sun Best of Baltimore Upholsterer and Furniture Refurnisher of the Year 2023. Oh, wow, that's amazing. What a beautiful plaque.
Yes, it is.
Wow, it's nice to be honored and recognized for this work.
Yes, it is.
You have your the nonprofit side of the work that you're setting up for programming.
Yeah, for inner city youth, primarily in South Baltimore.
Yeah.
Where I'm a native of.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, trying to teach them a trade.
Yeah.
Trying to take them off the corners, out of the street.
Yeah.
The name of the program is called Operation This Way Out. And so the reasoning behind the title is of the cultural container that a lot of us grew up in, that I see young people are still there living in the same condition. It's almost like generations have passed down these kind of social ills on to the next generation. And so as it was in my day of drugs, alcohol, and dysfunction, so it is today, and even worse. And so a lot of these young kids cannot get out of the projects. They cannot get out of these low income areas, and so they're trapped. And so that's what made me create the idea of Operation This Way Out. And I just believe that because somebody came and pulled me out and taught me this trade that changed my life forever, I want to do the same for this next generation.
Baltimore's lucky to have you.
Yeah, and so...
Not just for the beautiful work that you create, but the beautiful impact.
Yeah, I commend the churches and the social action groups that are out there, namely Safe Streets, We Are Us, United Way, Black Charities. NAACP has even have a core cohort that deals with these inner city youth, trying to get squeegee young people jobs and trying to get folk, reacclimated to education and employment. And so I'm hoping, I'm praying that I'll be able to be successful in doing the same. I believe we will.
We are. It's happening. We're doing it.
That's right.
So we just arrived to Sobromo and we saw the lovely Warren Savage doing some wonderful things, and I will be putting some of our fabrics onto bolts so that it'll be easier to roll out. I wanted to wrap with an explanation as to why we are doing what we're doing, why we have Sobromo, the for-profit organization that's the school that is putting that is teaching industry skills and entrepreneurship training, and then the Fashion Heritage Needle Trades Foundation. So something I didn't know along the way of the establishment of all the work that we were doing is that all I ever wanted to do was to keep heritage skills alive. I thought that had to be done via a factory, getting people to sew, making products that will go into the marketplace, create a demand, pay people, give them a good life, and that was a fantasy. That's not the reality. The reality is that products are starting to be made faster. They're trying to pretty much put as little sewing time into a garment so that it can be cheaper and so that they can make more profit on that product. Fine garments, vintage garments, heritage garments, you'll find them in museums and you'll find them in shows and antique markets and things like that, but they are falling away. They don't last, and they've lived a long life in terms of the original time from when it was made and how many generations of people are wearing them. But the reality is that the individuals that know how to make things of high quality skill sets whether that is fine needlework or that is a sewing machine mechanic that's been doing this for 50 plus years, those people are going away. They're dying. They're not passing this knowledge on because there's not an industry to embrace them, and there's not a space that can help serve them. And so commercialization of product is not going to be the solution for keeping heritage skills alive. Neither is a museum. A museum will take in the items, have a hard time to be able to hold them, maintain them, and keep them alive as long as they can. Why don't we capture the skill set, share it, let it go on, and be in digital form? So that's why, long-winded why, we are creating the Fashion Heritage Needle Trades Foundation, so we can capture that knowledge, share that knowledge, but also support the entrepreneurs that are still actively building businesses, still utilizing their sewing machines, creating jobs for themselves, and maybe a few other stitchers that are in their workrooms. But behind me is a space where we did not apply for this grant. On the facility side, we applied for the grant that we received on the programming side to help the entrepreneurs to grow their businesses in the needle trades, to create more opportunity. But the second phase of the work is to create a fashion innovation hub, which then allows different individuals to cycle through who are building the needle trades businesses and utilize the space that is behind us or somewhere else in this building that covers a 5,000 square foot footprint that is like a factory, but then is a lot more small batch and a lot more agile and can rotate through different entrepreneur business owners. That said, we have now fortunately have an amazing group of board of directors that have joined us, everything from Keith Huber, former vice president for Under Armour for their innovation and manufacturing sector. We have Anita, who's joined us from the Baltimore Museum of Art, a curator in textiles for just under 40 years, Anita. We have Andre Vasari, who is a brand art, internationally award-winning brand architect. We have Joy Southers, who is in the media production space. And we have Heather Lawler, who is just a genius and recently in design and loves heritage, but also was recently a part of the Techstars program. But we just have a wonderful group of people. In addition to like the local side, we have Anne Saunders from the UK, who teaches at the Fashion Textile Museum, who's an educator herself at the London College of Fashion, but also has a fashion book that's coming out and was one of my teachers from some time ago. We have some other individuals who are considering the opportunity, just including Vincent Kwan. Hi Vincent, I hope you'll sign up and be a part of, you're already been a part of our leadership team. But to really help us do this, and then we have an international community as well who are going to be our board of advisors. And so following up with Shruti from Fashion Revolution India. So anyway, we're really excited. I'm really passionate about this. I know there's a big push towards the mechanization and the digitization of fashion, removing the human, but that's the part I absolutely love. I love hands that are creating and sewing and learning and in community and connecting. So we're super thankful for this part of our journey, and we look forward to taking you on more of this as we get ready for our trip to Asia and continue to revitalize a new wave of industry, not just this industry, but what we could imagine and create together. All right, see you next time. Bye.